Hello everyone, this is Steve from CuttingEdgeData.com, and today I'm going to do a really quick tutorial on one way to get a 3D model file into Easel. So if you've ever used Easel for controlling your CNC machine or just getting a G-code for your CNC machine, you'll know that Easel doesn't really handle 3D files directly. So it handles SVGs, scalable vector graphic format, and so how are we going to go easily from, say, a 3D model to the SVG? So in this case, I've made something that looks a little bit like a wave. I just did this quickly, just as an example. You could download your STL from Thingiverse or whatever, but I'll start by exporting the STL. I called it wave thing, and at this point I'm just going to open my downloads folder, and we're going to open this STL in Cura. Now, for people who are already doing 3D printing, you know that that Cura is a slicer, and by slicer I mean it already cuts models into layers. And so even though we're not going to 3D print this today, we're going to try and do it on our CNC machine. We're going to use these layers to our benefit. So in this case, this model has 60 layers, and what that's going to result in is 60 different shades of gray. I'm just going to go back to normal view, and I'm going to do a file, save gCode. And then we'll just close that. Now, if you didn't know, you can always open up gCode in a text editor, and all it is a bunch of instructions. Now, in this case, it's instructions for your 3D printer to print that object. But what we're going to do today is parse this data out and get the layers that we need. Now, that would be really painstaking if we had to do it manually. So I wrote a little script. You can access it through my site. Just go to the scripting and programming button, gCodeToSVG. There's already an example of one I did, but we have to browse. We will need to go to our downloads, and we bring up that G-code. And from here we have some choices. Now, if you've been using Easel, you'll know that that black represents a cut all the way through your material, and that white represents no cutting at all. And so at this point you could choose to create a grayscale that goes all the way from black at the bottom to white on top, or you can not go all the way through the material by, say, making the bottom, I don't know, halfway through the material. Process that G-code, and it brings up a text version anyway of an SVG. We simply save that. We'll call it wavething.svg. There, now it's saved. Go to Easel, import SVG. And there you go. The more layers there are, the more the Easel tends to bog down. But you can see that those various shades of gray get represented as different depths, and those will get cut out on your CNC machine. So I hope this helps. If anyone wants to try this out. You can go to my site. You will need Cura, but I hope this helps someone. Thank you very much.